Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. It is a good day. Madison Cawthorne has been voted out. Yay! All right. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your 12 political questions. I take your questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. So between like 11 and 12. Then I come on as soon as I can. At noon or thereafter, and during the live stream, just put your anything in all caps is how you communicate with me. Other than that, please just type normally. And people have whole conversations. They're really so kind and supportive. And thank you for that. We have a great community because of you. Thank you. All right, so 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And yeah, there were lots of primaries last night, so we will be talking about that a bit. So, all right, just want to make sure I got my votes for women pin on, and I think I've pinned some fabric behind. Anyway, so but yes, we're starting with. There we go. Votes for women. Very important. All right. All right. At 2 minutes in, let's have a look. Probably it is 2 minutes in. In an ending that proved that, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus, Madison Cawthorne has been primaried in his district, and he has lost. Have we heard the last of him? Is that it? Can we? Goodbye. Goodbye. Please. If we ask nicely. All right. Oh, and thank you guys. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Sandy, everybody. Katie Arbuckle saying a lot of women voted in Oregon. Good. It's yes, Kevin. Bye-bye, Maddie. Bye-bye. It is Wednesday. I've got a hard cutoff time at 1:40, but there's plenty of time here to go through all of these questions. I've got like 16 questions right now. Some of them will have to roll over to tomorrow, but I will get to them. Oh, Pamela, thank you. You look amazing today. You always look great, but today you're like a 15 out of 10. Oh, thank you. It's probably happiness at someone on the far right getting out of office. Bye-bye. Bye. All right. So are we done with him? The original question that's down here has to do with, what's in his future. But frankly, I'm just hoping there's a lot of therapy in his future. I'm serious, and I don't mean that I don't mean that facetiously. I mean, there are therapists. I've said this before. There are therapists who specifically work with people who have life-changing, life-threatening illnesses, and they're very good at what they do. There are specialist therapists who work specifically with that kind of thing, and it would do him a world of good. I really hope he gets the help he needs, and I don't mean that in a they're all crazy on the other side of the aisle. I mean that quite literally. So, and whether he gets it or not, because he said something about if I leave, I want to say there was a quote where he was saying, if I leave office, I'm just going to go back to having more successful businesses. And I'm just thinking, you had a successful business? You're 26. What? Oh, yoy. He's already conceded too, which really surprised me. It really surprised me. I thought certainly he was going to, fake news, whatever. Kevin's saying same here. He also needs to get rid of his firearms. Yeah, that would be a good idea for a while. So, M. Kelby says, I can't see Autumn. I can hear her and I can see the chat. I think everybody else can see. Maybe refresh your page. Maybe that would help. Two of Cups. There are a lot of very happy people this morning. They're not drinking champagne, but they're definitely, clinking some morning coffee cups together in various places around the country. So, goodbye, Cawthorn. There's no guarantee. I mean, I'm not saying the person who's running is going to be running instead of him is going to be amazing, but just I'll take whatever win I can get. King of Pentacles. Actually, it feels like he's got a lot of support still out there. Tower. Eight of Swords. Knight of Cups. Star. I did read something where he said that by the age of 18, he had $3 million in medical debt. He's going to take it out on the people around him. But we're just going to move forward. And we're going to try to get some of this, just a little bit more poison, getting a little bit more poison out of the well. So, I don't mean this in a negative way. I mean it quite literally and sincerely, in a very, actually, quite kind way. Please get help. And I then get rid of some of that anger. So anyway, he can write a book. Oh, that's the question I wanted to ask today, and I don't think it's in here. Hang on. Yes, we might have to look at that next. I've got some other questions here. A couple about Marjorie Trader Greene, the Green Goblin. Let's move her up because Lucky Heroine is asking, how will Empty Greene do in the GA primaries at 8:30? Lucky Heroine, I love that. Lucky Heroine asks, how will Empty Greene do in the Georgia primaries? Let's see here. Menzie said he should have been on his parents' insurance plan as a minor, so I think that's a lie. Okay. Marjorie Trader Greene. How should Marjorie Trader Greene go and do in the primaries? Okay. She's a bully. Ding. That's her. I'm not one of the readers who pulls a specific card to represent the querent. That used to be how it was usually done, because people didn't usually do this many readings as fast. I swear this would be my card for her. It's the card of the bully. Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Fool, Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords. When are her primaries? Hang on, I've got the information here. I've just got a gubernatorial. Oh, I don't have the House. I've got gubernatorial information in the Senate here, but I don't have the House. So if anybody knows when Green Goblin's primaries, I would appreciate. Let's see if I can get some more information. She's been throwing far right incendiary language. Oh, it's next week, 5/24. Thank you, Plucky Heroine. And she made money, but it's been kind of not going as well. So she's very much a one note wonder. She doesn't have range. She doesn't have the ability to grow. She has stunted every opportunity she can to grow. This does not look good, but it might be more January 6th related than the primary. Let me see if I can get any more information. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Card fell on the kitty. He's a good kitty. Yes, he is. Boo-boo. He's down there. Pamela Bryan says, hasn't it been said she's spending more money than she has? Yes. I don't feel things going well for her. I just every time I try to settle down and just to reach out my energy, I just keep getting her like a where are they now kind of thing. After her heady days in the House of Representatives, she, now she's doing whatever she's doing. Pamela Bryant, no hitting Boo-Boos and Kitty with the card. One card fell. One card fell. He's okay. 6 of Cups. Thank you. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. There's a lot of Democratic energy here. Do we know who the Democrat is she's going to end up running against? There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of Republican stuff too, but this is just Democrats. Big push of Democrats. Card for the readings, Democrats down at the Garden Center, having a nice day. She's not really even in these readings. Primary first, okay. Is the person she's in the primary with? I don't have my stuff organized yet. I'm still working on it. And I don't have the house races organized because there's so many of them. Eight of Swords is being hemmed in. Paulie Wanda says I can pass for 60 with the light behind me. I think every day I'm thankful for low bandwidth. King of Swords, 10 of Cups. That is some kind of prosecutor. And I had the 10 of Swords. Was it 10 of Swords? We had a sword card over there too. This is Happy Democrats again. And then Fruits of Labor. So she's there's some stuff here. I had the fruits of labor here, and I had the ace of Pentacles. So money. She's raised money. She has money, but this is not good for her. She's got legal problems coming in, and a big push of Democratic energy across the country by November 8th. That's what I just pulled 2 sets of cards, and they're saying the same thing. Someone asked, why are you so many cards when I read? Well, part of it is kind of more verification. So I'm getting the same message over, if I get a message once, it's like, okay. But if the energy isn't like strong, like bowl me over, then it's good to pull some more cards and be like, yep, same thing. Same thing. All right. Marcus Plucky Heroin says the Democrat is Marcus Flowers. Oh, we will get there. We will get there. All right. At 16:15, 16:30, 16:30. Hang on one second. I really need some Advil. I'll be right back. Sorry, it has been rainy all morning, and I've been standing in one position or one place. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, 17:15. All right, so this next question is, have the Republicans turned against the Green Goblin? Have a look. Question from Judy. All right. Thank you, Delta State. Thank you. Polly Wanda said, I recently overheard a 25-year-old ask, what are the Beatles? I did not forget my air filter. It's right here. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Have the Republicans turned against Marjorie Taylor Greene? Her energy is so diminished from her public energy is so diminished from what it was. Ten of Swords, that does not bode well for her. It does not bode well for her. Four of Wands. Hierophant. Boy, when she was first in there and she was getting so much attention and she was bringing in so much money, she thought she was all that, and she thought it would never end. And she was set for life. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Fool. Foolish. I don't know why it's having trouble focusing. Foolish. This is her, the queen of the far right here. She thought that would never end. She hasn't. Her idea of working is not my idea of a representative working. She's not on any committees. She has not pushed any legislature that has helped her constituents. She's just a far right talking head. she's dwindling. Her energy is dwindling. Kevin is saying she's probably embarrassed by all the transparent I don't recalls that are hearing. Well, to be honest, I honestly think that it's more I don't know that she'd be embarrassed by that, to be honest. But I could be wrong. Al Menzi just repeated impeach Biden legislation. Yeah. Probably wanted, don't touch that dial. What's a dial? Government, yeah, it's the same. The energy's just diminished as the Trump dynasty's falling. Oh, can we just stay here? This is it. We'll just stay here. We're done. It's been a great day. Thanks everybody for stopping by. We're just going to stop on the Trump dynasty falling. We're just strength. Actually, this goes over here. That's what I'm getting. I am getting. There's just it's like the energy's fading, starting to just fade away. Read an interesting article just the other day. It was talking about all these arguments between boomers and millennials and all this kind of stuff. It's like Gen X, hello, remember us? We are uniquely in a position to know exactly what life was like without the modern technology, that like without computers specifically, but then growing up with computers in a way that we are very open to new technology. And we are straddling that line in a way that Gen Z isn't even doing. And but we tend to be forgotten. It's like, well, that's kind of sad. It's the Pluto and Libra generation is what it is. No. Yes, it's the Pluto and Libra generation. Thank you, Arlene. All right. 23 minutes in. Let's have a look to answer Marilyn's question. Is it Marilyn Rivera? Is it Aponte? I hope I pronounced that correctly. I apologize if I haven't. At 23:15, will any Republicans from the House or Senate resign before the midterms? Any Republicans? Picked up the deck. Justice, go ahead. And by the way, what I just said, it's not to say anything negative about the baby boomers or any other generation. It was just the article. The point of the article was Gen X tends to be forgotten. And the kind of ironic part of that is the whole reason that we use these expressions, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, millennial. The reason these terms came up was because of a book that was written called Gen X, Generation X, and it was about the cultural sort of moment, life for people who were born within a specific range of years. So the whole Gen Z type Gen X talking about it came from a Gen X author talking about Gen X, and then Gen X is the one that's forgotten. Anyway, Aponte. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. So any Republicans from the House or the Senate Resign. Yes. It's kind of too broad of a question, is what it feels like. Insult to injury. I think I might have to narrow the question, because there are various scandals that will come to light, let alone the January 6th stuff, or I've got a King of Pentacles, I've got a King of Swords, I've got an Ace of Pentacles, I've got a 9 of Pentacles and a 2 of Swords. The scandals. This is legal. These Republicans, in their positions of power, kings of their little domains. This is legal matters, prosecutors. This is money. There's always questions about money coming and going, and who's got maybe a little bit more than they should, who made some decisions to get more money. I'm getting money decisions here, but I think let's see if it's anything specifically related to January 6th. Let's do that. Oh, Desrat, can't stay, feeling nauseous due to my meds. Send love to you all. Oh, Desrat, big hug. Big hug. Oh, Eileen, yes, watching YouTube videos of young people hearing Queen, the Beatles, even Bette Midler. Monkeys, etc. for the first time. It's hilarious. Yeah, I've watched quite a few of those too. Knight of Wands. Okay, then we get into the far right, the people who were instrumental in January 6th. 5 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. Devil. Justice. Oh yeah. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You're so sweet. Yes. This is they tried to knock down the election. These little pipsqueaks thought they could turn over democracy because they felt like it. This is the committee saying, this is our evidence. Look. Okay, why are you not focusing? You're usually really good about this, camera. Yeah, look at our evidence. Ta-da! The corruption, and then yeah, there will be, the DOJ's already asking for transcripts that the January 6th Select Committee has acquired to help in their ongoing cases. So. Oh, there are going to be some Republicans who are going to be stepping down or in massive trouble and under huge pressure. So, yeah. Oh, Sherry saw the Stray Cats. That must have been amazing. I've seen a video of them in concert, and they were just that looked like a party. Michelle says, well put, fellow Gen Xer. Why, thank you. Handwriting. Who was it who was just saying that they find the handwriting is not as good as it should? Where was that? Shay Kitty says, I was writing in journals for my 6 grandchildren only to realize none of them can read cursive. Had to start printing. Oh, jeez. LC, Love My Pup, said, look at the handwriting of the younger people. It's awful. We had 1 hour of Palmer every day, every year in grade school. Yes, I won a penmanship award when I was in grade school. And because I have, artist tendencies, that's one of my proudest moments. Although actually, the one of them, I came in second place because it was a tie. Everyone agreed it was a tie, and they gave it to the other girl because she would do the cursive P. But originally, the cursive P, the line when you went up went all the way up, like you were gonna, make like an L. I mean, it went straight up and then back down and then looped at the bottom, and that's what she did. And so they decided, well, that's more traditional, so they'd give it to her. It was like, alas. My mother's signature, my mother's handwriting is still that perfect cursive, like out of a school book. It's impressive. It's like, wow. I've got art school handwriting. And it's getting a little sloppier every year, I'm afraid, but 32, at least I think so. I'm told it's actually quite good. It's legible, but 32. Glenn Bird had a question. Major news outlets like the Wall Street Journal and Reuters are predicting a shortage of diesel and jet fuel with prices topping $10 a gallon. Will this actually be a problem this summer for supply and production of food and goods? Joanne says, my cursive is fabulous. That's very cool. Pamela Bryant said, I had a colleague who submitted forms regularly to the state of Maryland. The state employee contacted his supervisor to complain about his handwriting. Diesel, jet fuel. For what it's worth, I just had this feeling like Ukraine winning their war and that causing gas prices to fall. Not that that solves everything, but I just got a sense of more of a glut in the system. Page of Cups. Green energy. So that's the card of green energy. But and every time that there's a spike in energy prices, green alternatives become more attractive. So we make progress with green alternatives, and then the price of gas drops. People you go back to using that wherever they can, but it just incrementally we're moving more green. It's just, and part of how far we progress has to do with what the price of the old way of doing things is. Frida Smet, Ukraine went into war. No, the war on Ukraine. Sun. Four of Cups. Nine of Cups. This is my card for Saudi Arabia. So Middle Eastern oil. Justice. And a big balance out. Can you fill the tanks? Can you fill the? No, it's I need decent price gas to fill the tanks, to fill the. And no, I won't. But ultimately, there's a glut. The merchant filling the cups themselves and selling. It's like, here, take it. A leveling out. And this has to do with just conflicts. That's what I'm getting. Suburban housewife says, my kids went to Montessori schools. Montessori teaches cursive because it's the fastest and the most practical. Oh, yeah. My mother specifically sent me to Montessori because in the, oh gosh, would have been mid-70s. It was the mid-70s. They were the only school that would, in anywhere around us, that would let me remain left-handed. I remember the boards with the letters in sandpaper. So you get the tactile, learning the shapes. Anyway, 37. Okay, Shockwave has a question here. 37. Treasury Department opens investigation into Governor Greg Abbott's use of federal funds for border mission. You don't say. Will anyone be arrested or thrown under the bus by Abbott's administration? So, Cruel King Abbott of Texas is under investigation by the Treasury Department. Justice card. For use of federal funds for the border wall mission. Will anyone be arrested or thrown under the bus? Abbott. Little tiny snores coming from down there. She says left-handed is the best. Jennifer Johnson says I'm left-handed too. Gary Atkins says some of the greatest minds are left-handed. How dare they? Al Menzies says that's bizarre. I'm 70. I was left-handed. No one ever stopped me. You got lucky. Kevin Brazil said his son did Montessori in his younger years. Suburban housewife likes Montessori too. Anyway. Where'd you get the funding? Where'd you get the funding, Abbott? Mm-hmm. Have a great day, Eileen. 7 of Swords. Oh, that's the card. That's the card of the thief. There's a death card. Knight of Swords, that's aggressive law enforcement, or it could be border actions. Knight of Pentacles, to pay for that. Queen of Cups, this is it coming under scrutiny. Okay, it's only given me the story to, yes, it's coming under scrutiny. And they have the information. This isn't something they're going to have to go digging too far to find this. So is Abbott going to get in trouble? Misappropriation of state or federal funds? Federal funds? What was it put here? Treasury Department opens investigation into Governor Greg Abbott's use of federal funds for the border mission. Eight of Wands. Oh, Abbott can campaign on this for ages, for years. The rest of the time he's campaigning for the rest of his life, you know. Assuming he stays in, he can campaign on this. We have to protect the borders. This is there's the plan. The Democrats want open borders. No, we don't. This is feels almost like let's turn this into an opportunity. I will say the mouse I use, I've been using mouse with my right hand for so long, I can't actually use my left hand to use a mouse. I tried it, you know, a few months ago. It's like, oh, I'll just put it over here. It's like, oh no. Don't relearn how to do that. This feels like more cruelty at the border than anything else. Two of Cups. Okay. There's this feels like a threat to cut off federal funding. Shockwave says Abbott is begging 45 for help. For what? Six of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Knight of Swords. 7 of Swords. All right, I'm not getting Abbott going to prison. I mean, I'm not getting anything like that, but I'm getting a lot of things being laid out, looked into, about, and it feels like there was misappropriation. For what it's worth, entertainment only. Ace of Cups. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Queen of Wands. As you can tell, I'm not getting clear energy on this. And the reason the desk is shaking is because Boo-Boo's bathing again. I wish I had better answer. I don't even really have much of an answer here. I think it's complicated, and I don't know what the worst legal repercussions are. I feel like I don't have enough information, so I'm not putting the question the right way somehow. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more help, but that's all I'm getting. I'm getting a very confused, not quite answer. Vince is saying massive immigration surges to the U.S. will help build the army to fight a huge war in Ukraine. I don't understand that. Sorry. Shockwave saying Abbott's poll numbers have dropped. Well, that's good. And Okay. Dale Christine wants to see Boo Boo. Well, let's get in our 2 other Texas questions, and then we'll have a look at the Katie. Because then we'll move on to Ukraine-Russia questions. All right, so at 46, Texas grid operator told a power plant to delay repairs ahead of the May heat wave. It was among the 6 that crashed. Will the Biden administration have to save Texas? World, lovers, hermit, hanged man. There's only so much you can do. The people of Texas have decided to put the legislators in that they have. Biden wants to help, but you keep putting the Kool-Aid drinkers in charge. You keep putting the authoritarians in charge. Delay repairs. 3 of Wands. Emperor, Fool. Abbott is an idiot. Is a fool, I should say. And he's just working. I'm getting, well, Texas, elections matter. That's what I'm getting. He'd help if he could. Biden would help if he could, but there's only so much you can do. Okay. This guy's down. He's bathing. Private time. I love that. All right. 48. Okay. So Texas has 10 days to fix Hurricane Harvey's plan that gave Houston the money, the feds say. Will Abbott give over the federal money? Texas has 10 days to fix Hurricane Harvey's plan that gave Houston $0. The feds say, is it $0? Oh, okay. So will Abbott give the federal money? Okay, so Abbott decided to not give Hurricane Harvey repair money to Houston. And they've got 10 days to do it. Will Abbott give her the federal money? I don't think so. 7 of Cups. Shell game. World. Lovers. Page of Pentacles. Texas is mired. That's all I'm getting from about Texas. They're doing what they're doing, and states have rights. Federal government can't step in on everything, and Texans keep voting for these people. I wish I had better answers because I know what's coming down. I mean, we all know what's coming out of the Supreme Court probably at the end of next month. Maybe sooner, maybe later. Probably at the end of next month, though. Yeah. I wish I had better news. Okay, we did that. Brief kitty break. Here we go. All right. Did we get to food? Oh, here we go. Oh, the kitty. Hello, kitty. How you doing, boo-boo? Oops, I'm gonna put you over here. You doing okay? There you go. You doing okay, good boy? Oh, the precious. Yes, you are. You're so good. You're so good. He's so soft. Yes, he is. He's very soft. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. All right, he just wants to look out the window. So we'll just let him look out the window. There we go. And we're back. He is so zen. Yes, Dale Christine. See, my energy feels better already. Stretch. Stretch. Oh. Okay. Sandy Miller says my blood pressure just dropped 1,000,000 points. Oh, good. Tiffany Lily says beautiful. Thank you guys for being so kind. I really appreciate that. All right. 50. I do feel better. 52. Capture of Russian soldiers are telling authorities, oh geez, that commanders in the Russian army are killing their own wounded troops at times. Will news of this reach back to the Russian people? Will they believe it? Thank you, Al. Thank you, Sam. Dave, thank you. See, Torino, he is soft. He's so soft. Cat Shepherd says I'm getting another kitten when I move into my new house next month. Yes, forever home kitty. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This is so awful. I'm going to make this 53. Captured Russian soldiers are telling authorities that commanders in the Russian army are killing some of their own wounded troops. Oh, Boo Boo just left. He's like, ugh, I'm out of here. Will this news reach the back? Will it reach the Russian people? Will they be believed? This is a big turning point in Russian history, it feels like. It feels like this is a momentous time. There are things coming out. There are things being revealed. The exposure of weaknesses, the exposure of a lot of things that have been kept secret for a long time. 5 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Magician. Page of Swords. Well, mostly what the Russians are hearing is about, oh, the great Russian victory, blah, blah, blah. Soldiers just... First of all, this is all minor arcana. The whole Ukraine-Russia situation is a big moment in history. But what the Russians are doing to their own soldiers, it's to look good. It's for the numbers to look good, for there to be fewer people who are seriously harmed going home. And you'd think, well, it'd be worse if there are people who've passed away going home, but it's not the same. It's more visible. When you have hospitals filling up and... Tiffany Lilly says, have you seen the interception of their phone call videos? They're on YouTube. All the things they've done, this will be part of it, but it doesn't feel like it's massive news out of this conflict. 10 of Swords. 5 of Cups. 5 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Russians are getting spoon-fed information and only very specific stuff. And again, minor arcana. There's so many horrific things going on that this, energetically, this is barely rating, which is just disgusting to me, but that's what I'm picking up on. Roxy, it's been a minute. How you doing? Okay. No, that's good, but this energy. 57. Claudia had a question. 57. The Ukrainian wounded were removed from Azovstal, but to a Russian-controlled zone, with promises between the two countries to exchange prisoners having been made. Will Russia go back on its agreement? What I've been picking up on the Russian prisoner exchanges is it should go okay if Russia can manage to get hold of all of the surrounding military to stop shelling the area where the exchange is supposed to take place. That's what I'm getting. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Roxy. Will the Russia go back on their agreement about exchanging prisoners? Page of Wands. Hierophant. Justice. No, that's governments. That's justice. It's a fair exchange. Also legally, international law. And this is taking your wounded home. So for what it's worth, I'm getting it's going to go forward. I've been getting it's going to go forward. It's just, let's just hope that the complete lack of communications on the Russian side doesn't make a mess of things, but I've been getting it going forward. So at least there's that. These people can go home, back to their own countries at least. All right, at 59. The first Russian soldier has come forward to plead guilty to committing war crimes in Ukraine. Will there be many more? Oh, yuck, war crimes. Okay. Toxic sludge. Awooga. Yeah, I can't stay in this energy long. It's toxic. Will there be more soldiers? I don't know about pleading guilty, coming forward, but tried and convicted and punished for war crimes. Justice, big justice card. That's a big yes. 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Mostly when the fighting stops. 7 of Swords, 6 of yeah, we've got to wait till most of the fighting stops, though. There will definitely be some, but again, this is minor arcana. What's going on there is so important. All right, I'm getting out of this energy. What's going on there is so important in the broader thing that even some of these really, really heinous things just become part of the background noise. which is just unbearable. But okay. Okay. We'll get the sage going. There. Just pulling down some divine energy. Divine energy, divine spirit, bless the world with divine energy. Pour the highest vibration of divine energy into the world, filling up all the world with positive energy. For health, for happiness, for kindness, for goodness, for understanding, for the betterment of all. Okay. And still have plenty of time. Martin Winter's question was next. 101:30. 101:30. Now that the Western world has realized it's bad to be dependent on a totalitarian regime, as in Russia and oil, will they start to distance themselves also from China? Or has China undermined the West too much already? Will the West start to distance themselves from China? The West start to distance themselves from China. Thank you, Del Christine. China needs the West. It isn't just the West that needs China. China needs the West. And they're like, hey, we can manufacture for you. Come on. Come here. Come here. Waiting, hoping. So we're getting there. Three of Swords. Judgment. Hanged Man. Seven of Cups. World. Yeah, I'm the first thing that popped into my head was 3D printing. Which obviously you can't make everything with 3D printing, but that's what popped into my head. This is various nasty and geopolitical things that happen, and there's judgment. There's also big judgment coming with environmental stuff. How hard it is on the environment to ship things so much so far. It's going to be a little while till that hits full force, but that is coming. This is a suspension. This is a new way of looking at the world too. Why am I getting online shopping here? In the world. So the original question is, will the West start distancing themselves from China? Yes. Being dependent on China, they'll try to find other sources of things closer, like maybe on their own continent or in the closest continent. Like, I don't know, we get a lot of stuff from Mexico, that kind of thing, or South America. Things closer in. Technology allowing us to build some stuff ourselves more easily. Yeah, it's a decline from China. Our dependence on China is going to decline, but it's not a steep decline. But if our dependence on them has peaked, is what it feels like. So we get there. Okay, at 106, we've got some. Goodness gracious, I had 15 questions. I've only got 3 more here. Wow, it's only 117. All right, at 106, Carol Bastion. 106. And of course, I love that name. Bastion. Don't know why. Okay, this, Carol Bastion says the Sussman trial is going on right now, with the prosecutors trying to say that Sussman informed the FBI illegally about Trump's connection to Russia. Will this trial prove that Trump did collude? Okay, let me see. Oh, great Google, we beseech thee for information. The Tale of Two Trials, how Sussman is receiving every consideration denied to Flynn. Thank you, The Hill. CNN saying that prosecutors say a Clinton campaign lawyer tried to manipulate the FBI with Trump-Russia tip as first Durham trial opens. And share, so you know what this person looks like, because I doubt this will be the last. Dun, 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 there he is. Yes, indeed. Special counsel John Durham's prosecutors laid out their case against Hillary Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussman during opening statements Tuesday, accusing him of scheming to inject the FBI into the presidential election by peddling an ultimately unsubstantiated tip about Donald Trump's ties to Russia 8 weeks before Election Day. The defendant's lie was all part of a bigger plan. It was a bigger plan, I tell you. It was a plan to create an October surprise on the eve of the election, to use and manipulate the FBI. It's a high-powered D.C. lawyer who lied to direct the power and resources of the FBI to his own ends and serve the agendas of his clients. This is a case about privilege. So, how's the Sussman trial going to go? Oh my gosh, you're kidding. Shockwave says Pharma Bro, Martin Shkreli, was released from prison today. Okay, if there's a pool we're going to be doing, then I'll take. Certainly, no, I don't even think it'll take 2 weeks before like a civilian just punches him in the face. I might say like 3 days, but it's probably going to be a little bit longer than that till he so angers somebody. But anyway, Sussman trial, Ace of Wands. Oh, there's Durham. Gretchen's asking, I wonder if it taught him anything. No. He is mentally. He has the kind of narcissistic mental illness that you need a lot of help, and he's just not gonna. Yeah. All right, Durham, the world. Sussman trial, magician. Oh, Lord. 3 of Pentacles. Justice. 7 of Pentacles. Well, Standing up, conspiracy, the plan, justice. They have a whole lot to offer. They're going to go after other people too. Kika says there is no laptop, right? Correct. It's been 2 years. No laptop. Hard drives. Copies of hard drives that have been altered, and a few photocopies. And the laptops were dropped off to a man who literally is legally blind. He cannot see beyond about 4 to 6 inches. So someone came in, had 3 wet laptops, said, hey, can you save these? Was apparently drunk, dropped them off. And then this guy said he started trying to save the information. So he had to go file by file, copying it over onto new hard drive. And then he started snooping. And he's so upset that his business is just cratered because you're a computer repairman and you were snooping. So Snoopy is very upset. And so then he was afraid something was going to happen to him. So his father went to talk to somebody at the FBI who basically kicked the father out of their office. Said, if you have what you say you have, you need to go get a lawyer. That was that. And then 2 FBI agents came and took the hard drives and said, if Hunter Biden calls back and says he wants his laptops back, you call us. Okay, put him off for 24 hours. You call us, and we'll bring it back. Right, because that's what the FBI would be doing. The whole story is just so fake from beginning to end. So where are the laptops? And this guy doesn't have the information about any of the 2 FBI guys who came to take the stuff. Doesn't have a card. Doesn't have a contact. But handed the stuff over. But we're asking also about the Sussman Trial. My priestess. Secrets. Nine of Cups. Hanged Man. 10 of Cups. Page of Swords. Strength. Durham's being Durham. You can't. He's just awful. These are good cards for the Democratic side of this, and it ends in strength. This is a bully. This is trying to overturn, and not just overturn an election, which is what they're talking about, but this is overturn as in change people's perspective, which is kind of what Durham's trying to do. Hold, please. So it's going to go apace. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And then 115. Oh, this is the thing I have been waiting to read on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Donald J. for Genius Trump is writing a book. I'm not kidding. Trump has announced his new book about the stolen election. Quote, I'm actually writing a book about it called The Crime of the Century. I don't think you'll enjoy it. You'll be very depressed when you read it. Dude, anything about you makes me depressed. It actually shakes my ultimate faith in humanity. But anyway, I'm actually writing a book about it called The Crime of the Century. I don't think you'll enjoy it. Nothing about you is enjoyable. I enjoy nothing about you except your absence. You'll be very depressed when you read it. Because that's what you want from a president, ex-president. You know, they're inspirational. I mean, at worst, you want a good guffaw at, I am a donut. But, okay, will he inadvertently incriminate himself with the pages? Yes, okay, so Trump is writing a book called The Crime of the Century. Of course he is. Angie's dad would like to know, is it written in Sharpie, crayon, or something else? Yes, I understand. Joanne says, he depresses me every day. Yeah. The Crime of the Century. How's Donald Trump's book going to go? I'm a laughing stock. Absolute laughing stock. Because, yes, Al, exactly, with bigly words. Because he can't. What's he going to do? Is he going to present evidence? What evidence? There isn't any. Is he going to get himself in even more legal trouble? He needs the money desperately. And this energy is overwhelming. It's like pushing, and it's like pushing you downhill. The energy is just so yeah. He's desperate for money. Oh, he'll have somebody else write it. We know that. But he's basically going to talk. And somebody else is going to have to turn that into something. There isn't enough money in the world. Let me tell you. Knight of Cups. They'll probably stiff the author. Knight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Four of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Crickets. This is the world moving on. This is Trump desperately trying to make more money. This is the Trump dynasty trying to fill the coffers. But this is little interest and nothing actionable. Nothing you can take into a court. Dear great Gussie. All right. So is he going to incriminate himself? I mean, because essentially what he's doing is we're going to hear all this stuff about the January 6th Select Committee, what they've known, and then he's going to try to reiterate the old arguments he was making. Page of Cups. My heart goes out to the journalists who will have to read this thing. High Priestess, Hierophant, the crime of the century, Hermit, Tower. This is what's coming for Trump, and it's not the book. Major Arcana, clean sweep. Secrets in the government that have been examined very carefully about trying to overturn the election, and all of it coming out and it being a huge pivot point in the history of our country. That we don't do this here. Major Arcana, all of it. That's what's coming for Trump. His book isn't even here. Nope, not even here. I like to spread out the Major Arcana throughout the deck. And so, all right, I've got one question left here and time to read on it. Fire Sky was asking, the DOJ is asking for January 6th documents. Well, yes, they are. The DOJ has asked January 6th Select Committee for transcriptions of various interviews they've done. 122. The DOJ is asking for January 6 documents. Is this good news? Fire Sky, that is an excellent question. All right, DOJ. Hello. Trump, the man, the myth, the moron. Oh, this is evidence all laid out. Thank you. You just saved the taxpayers a lot of money by being able to take all of those records and just go, oh, okay, using them twice. Little efficiency in government. 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, evidence about all the work that was done that led up to the insult to injury, step by step. I am getting low intensity energy through here, which means step by step. Don't get your hopes up. This is moving quickly. But yes, it is good news. Okay. That is going to do it for me for today. 15 questions. And I've got 5 minutes to spare. Yes. All right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Yes, Sandy Miller, that Major Arcana flush is priceless. Yeah. Okay, it's 1:36 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel to do 4 creative sprints. You are always welcome. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. All right. I'm here 365 days of the year. So you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please try. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There are. All right. See you tomorrow.